Have you ever really looked at that small coin in your pocket or your bank card? Money, which seems so ordinary today, is actually one of humanity's greatest inventions. But about 2,700 years ago, people didn't have money in their wallets. If someone wanted to buy a sheep, they offered wheat. If they needed fabric, they carried olive oil. As you can imagine, that system often didn't work. Then, in Western Anatolia, the Lydians introduced an idea that changed the course of history. Just a small metal piece, but it would transform trade, economies, and eventually the entire world. So why did the first coins appear? How did the Lydians do it? And how did it become the foundation of the money system we use today? Let's travel back together nearly 2,700 years. Now, imagine yourself as a trader living 2,700 years ago. You've traveled for days, bringing olive oil to sell. But when you arrive at the market, no one wants olive oil. You want wheat, but they want wool. As the bartering drags on, the same question always comes up. How many jars of olive oil equal one sheep? There's no shared answer. Every exchange means more bargaining, more wasted time. Trade is growing, but the old system can't handle it anymore. That's when the Lydians of Western Anatolia introduced a simple but brilliant idea: a common medium of exchange. Small, portable, reliable metal coins. The first coins were made from electrum, a natural alloy of gold and silver. But the real revolution wasn't the metal, it was the stamp on it. That stamp showed that the state guaranteed the coin's weight, purity, and value. People no longer had to weigh the metal or test its purity at every transaction. Trust had become an object, small enough to fit in your pocket. Maybe no one realized how big of a change that was. But that tiny metal piece didn't just make shopping easier. It sped up trade, enriched cities, and laid the first step of the modern financial system. The Lydians didn't invent money because they loved metal. They invented it because growing trade no longer fit the old world. Maybe none of the Lydians living that day knew their small metal pieces would become the foundation of an idea used thousands of years later. For them, it was simply a practical way to make trade easier. But sometimes, the things that change the course of history aren't great armies or majestic palaces, but the simplest ideas. The Lydians did exactly that. They created a system where people could trade with trust. That little coin sped up commerce, grew cities, empowered states, and forever changed the direction of the economy. The money we carry today, the bank cards we use, even the digital payments we make with our phones, all trace back to that idea born in Western Anatolia 2,700 years ago. But the story doesn't stop here. What's really fascinating is how these small metal pieces crossed borders, from Lydia to ancient Greece to the Persian Empire and then to Rome. In the next part, we'll explore the incredible journey of money, the way it changed the world.